guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew, and I am the Gearhead Drummer. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that notification bell as well, and you'll know when all the newest content comes out. Guys, if I hit 350 subscribers by the end of April, I'll be putting lights on my trunk, and if I hit 450 subscribers by the end of April, I'll vinyl wrap my drum set. But we're not talking about the drum set or the truck today. Today I'm here with a 2017 Tesla Model S. Guys, here I'm standing with a Tesla Model S 75D and MSRP's at base model for $74,500. This is an all-wheel drive system with 387 foot-pound of torque and 518 horsepower. The curb weight of this vehicle is 4,600 pounds, and it still does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. So guys, unlike most cars that come with a fob that control unlocking, locking, and an alarm system on the car, this car comes with a fob that not only looks like the car, but it does more than that. With the key fob, by tapping the top twice, it unlocks the car. When it unlocks, the handles come out and the mirrors fold out. To open your hood, you double tap on the front, and under the hood is your front. The rear of the car can be opened by pressing twice. And then press twice again to close it. This car comes standard with 19-inch Tesla rims and comes with Goodyear Eagle Touring 245/45 R19 tires. You can also get this in an option of a 21-inch rim and 245/35 R21 tires. Another way to get inside the vehicle, simply having the key in your pocket, hands are free, and when I walk up to the vehicle, the doors unlock, and I can get in. The car also has easy entrance. Another simple way of getting in the vehicle is key in pocket. You walk up to the vehicle, door handles automatically open. When you open the door, you have easy entrance on the steering wheel and the chair. The interior of this car, it looks incredible, it feels incredible, it's extremely comfortable. This car, first of all, not only looks incredible because this white leather interior with all the black accents offsetting it just look phenomenal, but the white on these cars don't get dirty. I personally don't know if it's a type of fabric they used or if it's some kind of spray that they put on the fabric, but this white interior does not accumulate stains. And to wipe off any stains that it does accumulate, because it's impossible to completely remove that, it's very easy to take the stains out. Looking at the armrest of this car, it doesn't even look like there's an armrest in the car. It's built into the form of the door, and your arm comfortably sits on the side of the door as an armrest. This car does not have an armrest that comes out of the middle seat like most cars do in the back seat, but it does have a handle behind the seat for a 60-40 split of the back seat, so you can access what is more like a hatch than an actual trunk, but so you can access the back of the car. So, for the front seat, you have 8-way automatic seat adjustment, you have leaning forward and back, you have moving forward, moving back, up and down, then you have both directions leaning. Then you also, with this one, have your arch adjustment, which if you adjust this, you can see on the screen, it asks you for lumbar, or which also can be moved up and down, or if you click headset, it can be moved up and down as well. So, as you enter your car, it tells you that the car is off, tells you the name that you have chosen for the vehicle, and then it also tells you what vehicle you have above showing your car. To turn on the vehicle, all you have to do is you press on the brake pedal, and the screen changes to this and beeps. The screen now shows miles per hour, which you can change to kilometers per hour, and it also shows your vehicle. When you are on a road, it will show lane lines, and it will show cars in front of you or behind you. On the left side of the screen, you have a display that can be controlled by your steering wheel on the left side. On the right side of your steering wheel, you have options for your screen to deal with your phone, fan speed, display, and your temperature in the vehicle. You also have control to your Bluetooth, which I do not have my phone connected to this vehicle. This right here, this knob right here, controls what you chose it to control within this. So if I choose temperature, and then I move this, I can change the climate control, which turned on the heat. Now, let's talk about the features of this 12.3-inch screen in the Tesla Model S. Most people, when they get in this car, go, wow, that's a big screen, because it is. And it also controls everything. You can't do anything in this car without this screen. You control the radio, which is now full screen. If I click navigation, controls that. If I click the bottom portion and then click navigation, it makes the whole screen navigation. If I click the calendar, puts the calendar on the bottom half, energy on the bottom half, puts the internet on the bottom half, and it puts a camera on the top half, and it puts your phone on the bottom half. You can also lock and unlock the car from the screen. Shows you how much energy, and it shows you your charging. You can also set a charging limit. You can schedule your charge, and you can say how much of it is charged. Also on the top of the screen, you have your garage door controls, and within this screen, you have different options, which mine is set at Herschel. You also have an easy entry option, which moves my seat back, moves the steering wheel up, makes it a lot easier to get out. You also have valet mode, which I can create any 4-digit pin, put the pin in, and then whoever is driving the car when you hand it to a valet, they can't go above 35 miles an hour, and to get out of that, you have to enter the pin you set. For climate control, you have it down here. You can change the temperature between sides, and then you can also click sync temperature. You can customize whether you have your AC on, how it's blowing, where it's blowing, and how much fan speed. You also have heated seats, which go up from setting 3 down to nothing, which is the bottom and the back of the seat, and you have controls for that on the right side as well, on the passenger side. You go into your controls, you have driving. There are 3 options for acceleration. This car only has 2 because it only has standard and chill. This is not the P100D where it has ludicrous mode. You have 3 different options of steering, which is comfort, which is a very loose steering wheel, standard, which is pretty normal steering wheel, and then you have sport, which is a lot stiffer. The turning radius of the steering wheel itself does not change between each one, it just changes the stiffness. You have slip start, which is your traction control. If the car wasn't all-wheel drive and you had the P100D, you'd be able to spin your tires. For acceleration, you have standard and chill. Chill is obviously a much lower acceleration. Standard is the regular acceleration for this car. You have range mode, which you can turn on and off. And then creep, if I turn it off, put the car into drive, if I press on the brake, it immediately stops and does not creep. Put the car back in park. I can turn creep on, put it back into drive. When I stop the car, as soon as I let my foot off the brake again, it starts moving again. This car also has the cold weather package. Now, as mentioned, the heated seats in the front. You also have heated seats for all 3 in the back. You also have heated steering wheel, which you guys can't really tell, but in these slits right here in the picture, it turns red, and that notifies you that the heated steering wheel is on. And then it also has your heated windshield. This car has a Mercedes-style steering wheel, Mercedes-style gear selector, Mercedes-style windshield wiper control, and cruise control. Tesla practically copied the setup. To put this car into gear, put your foot on the brake, you push it up to put it in reverse, which on this screen puts a backup camera. You can push it down or up, but not actually clicking it into gear to put it in neutral, which I'm not moving, and then all the way down to put it into drive. Before you start driving, you always want to buckle up. It actually notifies me that I want to buckle up. The car also on the screen notifies the brake lights are on and my headlights were on. Now let's start driving this thing. On the screen, it shows whether or not I'm in the lane. If I start to move over too far to the lane, it will start notifying me, which I'm not in the lane anymore. And it also tells me the speed limit of the street that I'm currently on and the speed limit that I'm driving at the top. Now, what's special about this car is its ability to accelerate. There's no one currently behind me, and I'm going from a dead stop. This car accelerates instantaneously. The second you put your foot on the accelerator pedal, it immediately puts all of the torque there. There's no transmission in this car, which means there's no gears. Because there are no gears, it immediately is in the power band. Also, since it's an electric motor, it's always in the power band. There is no delay of gear shifting. There's no delay in anything. So I'm moving at 25 and the speed limit is 35. If I put my foot all the way to the floor, I didn't even have enough time to let go of the pedal before I already exceeded the speed limit. The instantaneous torque feels incredible most of the time. If you do it too much, it starts to make you feel a little sick, but it's alright. I love the feeling of this car. As you drive, the car is super smooth. It's got no engine. It's very well insulated, so you really feel like you're kind of in your own world. It's kind of nice, except when you realize that you're going 100 miles an hour because you really don't feel the speed in this car either. It's so incredibly smooth that if you don't look down at the speedometer all the time, you are guaranteed to be speeding. As I mentioned, this car has two options for regenerative braking, standard and low. If I switch it to standard, the second that I let go of the gas pedal or the accelerator, it immediately starts braking. And you can actually see that it starts braking and turns on the brake lights on the screen. Back to low regenerative braking, it still brakes partially, but nowhere near as hard. One of the really nice features about this car is it has a little bit stiffer of a brake pedal. So if you're ever at a red light like I am right now, and you push your foot all the way to the floor, it turns this little H on right here. That's a parking brake. So I can just take my foot off the brake and I relax. Now I can either push the brake again, it turns it off, or if I just push on the gas pedal, it immediately turns it off. The parking brake is deactivated by the accelerator pedal. One of the craziest things about this car is I'm moving 55 miles an hour, which is speed limit. Put on my left turn signal, I'm still going 55, and this car is so ridiculously nimble that at 55 I can change lanes like this. And it didn't feel like anything. Same thing if I do it to the right. This car handles like a sports car, and it's a family sedan. Guys, the last thing I want to show you about this car is the Tesla app. Within the Tesla app, it tells you the name of the car, a picture of your car, whether it's locked or unlocked. Now it's locked. You can enable your keys. You can control your climate and your fans, which is just shut off the fans. You can honk your horn. You can flash your lights, which now you can see on this board, they flash. And you can start the car, which it's already on, but you need a password and I don't have the password for that. You can also summon, which this car doesn't have, and it tells you the location that you are at right now, which I am at Drake Sports Park right now. And it tells you whether it's charging. You can open the charge port, and it tells you what it's at charge-wise. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of a 2017 Tesla Model S 75D. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Guys,